Today we're taking a look at the Grade 1 Personal Ensign Stakes. It's the marquee race for older fillies and mares on Travers Day at Saratoga. Today I'm going to be diving into a compact but lethal field of 7. We got Thorpedo Anna, Leslie's Rose, Randomized, Raging Sea, Thorpedo, Dazzling Move, and Bernie Takes Charge. I'll run through the full field, break down how I see the pace unfolding, and then give you my top picks and betting strategy. And just a quick heads up, if you want the full Travers Day card, I've got that too for a sharp $19. Let's start with post number 1, Randomized, a 5-year-old mare trained by Chad Brown and ridden by Manny Franco. She's a proven Grade 1 type who comes off a sharp score in the Grade 3 Molly Pitcher, and that one was at Mammoth Park last month. Now, she's at her best when she's in the mix early, either on the lead or pressing right behind. Her Timeform US pace numbers are consistently quick, especially in the first quarter, and she tends to make the others chase her rhythm, so you can expect her on or near the lead. Franco knows her well and usually doesn't let her drift too far off the pace. I just don't know if she can finish as strongly against this level of company while absorbing some pressure early. Post number 2 belongs to Dazzling Move. She's trained by Safi Joseph Jr. with Jose Ortiz taking the mount, and is a 4-year-old filly that's been climbing the ladder nicely. She's coming off a strong second in the G2 Chouvet, but she's still looking for that Grade 1 breakthrough. Her style is to settle just off the leaders and make one sustained run. Jose Ortiz is excellent at timing that kind of trip, but on raw number, she's still a notch below. But everybody knows that Saratoga is a track where collapses do happen, and she could easily clunk up for a piece. Raging Sea is another Chad Brown runner, this time with Flavian Pratt, and she's racing out of post number 3. Coming in as a 5-year-old and one of the more consistent mares in training, she actually won this race last year, sitting the perfect trip behind Idiomatic and pouncing late. And that's going to be the model for her here again. Her efforts since beating Thorpedo Anna have been just a touch below her usual form. She was 3rd in the Ogden Phillips, then another 3rd in the Chouvet right here at Saratoga. Pratt tends to get her settled mid-pack and let her unroll late, and if the pace gets demanding, she's the type to capitalize. Next up, breaking from post number 4, is Thorpedo. Trained by George Weaver with Hall of Famer Johnny Velasquez in the iron, she's a tough, hard-knocking 5-year-old mare who's been through plenty of graded battles. Her biggest weapon is that early speed, and with Johnny V, one of the best at rationing out pace, you know she's going to get a smart ride. Her career best came 2 starts back when she took the Grade 1 Ogden Phillips, showing what she's capable of at her peak. But the concern, in her last 4 other graded tries, she's flattened out to 4th each time. In post 5, we have Bernie Takes Charge, a 4-year-old filly trained by David Chatino with Rahiv Marab. She's the outsider in this field, stepping way up in class, but she has picked up some smaller wins and minor checks in allowance and listed company. But on paper, she looks simply outgunned here. Next is Leslie's Rose. Todd Pletcher trains her, Irad Ortiz Jr. rides, and this is one of the key contenders. A 4-year-old filly in great form with a ton of upside, she's already proven herself against good company. Her last raid was the Grade 2 Chevy right here at Saratoga, where she stalked comfortably and put away the field with authority. She's versatile, able to sit just off or even lead if needed, and her Timeform pace figure shows that she can lay down legit numbers early without overexerting. The Pletcher-Irad combo is lethal in these spots. The big question is whether she can deliver against the likes of Thorpedo Anna when the real pressure is on. Speaking of Thorpedo Anna, she comes out of post number 7. She's the headliner and the horse to beat. Kenny McPeak trains, Brian Hernandez Jr. rides, and she's last year's Horse of the Year and Breeders Cup Distaff winner. She hasn't lost a step at age 4. Already this season she's taken the Grade 1 Apple Blossom at Oaklawn and the Grade 2 Fleur de Lis at Churchill. The one blip was in the La Troyenne, racing back on just 3 weeks rest, but she bounced back with authority. What makes her so dangerous is her tactical versatility. She can gun it early, and she always finds another gear when asked. Her recent workouts at Saratoga have been sharp, described as brilliant by clockers. The target is squarely on her back, and she deserves it. If she shows up in her usual form, she's the class of this race. Now let's talk about how I see the pace shaping up. On paper, this field has no shortage of speed. Thorpedo Anna, Darth Vader, Randomized, and Leslie's Rose all have fast early foot and the ability to be right on or near the lead. If all four were to gun it, this would turn into a blazing pace and open the door for the closers. But here's the thing, these aren't reckless horses, and their jockeys, well, they're not reckless riders. Brian Hernandez on Thorpedo Anna, Johnny Velasquez on Darth Vader, Manny Franco on Randomize, and Irad Ortiz on Leslie's Rose all know they're sitting on tactical horses who don't need to blast off to be effective. That's why I don't think we'll see a meltdown. I expect a contested but controlled tempo. Before I give you my final picks, a quick heads up. I've put together a full Travers card with detailed analysis of every race, suggested bets, and top contenders. It's available for just $19, so if you're looking to go beyond this one race and have a full game plan for Saratoga's biggest day of the summer, grab it. The link's down below. And if you're not ready for that yet, no worries. I also send out free weekly picks that you can sign up for. They're also linked below. Alright, this is how I see the Personal Ensign. On top I have Thorpedo Anna. She's just the class of the race, already proven against the very best, and her tactical style makes her incredibly hard to beat in this setup. She can sit just off the pace, pounce when asked, and still finish with authority. Second for me is going to be Leslie's Rose. That Shoe V win was no fluke, and with Irad aboard, she's going to get the perfect tracking trip. If Thorpedo Anna stubs her toe at all, Leslie's Rose is the one who can take advantage. Third, I'm going to go to Randomized. She's tough when she gets brave on the lead, and Manny Franco is dangerous. If she sneaks away early, she could easily hold on for a piece. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more previews like this. And if you haven't yet, check out my Travers Stakes full field rundown video. It's live on the channel now and sets you up perfectly for the biggest race of the summer.